Hello everyone. Jagex recently added a few new pets to the Solomon store, and there are actually three of them. So this one shown here is the skypouncer, and it's sort of a cat with wings. Yeah. There's also a blazehound and a bloodpouncer as well, but I'll start on the skypouncer here. So according to the lore, this is supposed to be some sort of relation to the Icene, which are the race that the Sarah God Wars boss is, as well as having something to do with the vampire area. Evidently, the Hollowvale area there was where the Icene used to live, until the vampires came along, I guess. Although, yeah, we don't quite have all the lore on what happened there. But yeah, this creature is supposed to have something to do with the Icene. And so all of the pets actually have 3 different stages, and each stage can do certain different emotes. So there's things like the play with the string, and I don't actually know all the specific names for them, but you can see them being done on screen here. The second phase is just a little bit more grown. It's got a little bit more wings and a few different emotes. And then the third phase, it's all big and flying, and it has even more emotes. And you're allowed to, for all of these pets, you can switch between any of the different stages of growth. So if you have it fully grown, but you want it to look like the baby one, you can do that. And they also all have different specific abilities. So at the first stage, when it's a pup, it'll be able to forage for some random items. It's like low-level seeds, bones, coins, herbs, just all low-level stuff that doesn't really matter. And from what I understand, when an item is foraged, it's placed on the ground under you, and you can pick it up then. And when it gets the second form, in addition to the forage ability, it also gets a scavenge ability, which you can use once per minute. And your pet will go and it'll pick up a single monster drop on the ground. It's not any monster drops, there are some limits to it. But it's pretty much useless in general because it's only one item. And you actually have to click on your familiar to interact and then click scavenge. And you may as well just actually click on the item to scavenge on, or to just pick it up rather than scavenge. So yeah, that doesn't seem to have much point, but maybe I'm missing something there. And then the fully grown forms, they each have the bank option, which allows your pet to deposit one of your items to your bank every 10 minutes. And that's actually quite good. And I mean, it's not a huge deal. There are plenty of familiars that have better abilities, but the thing is, this doesn't require anything except Solomon Store to get. You don't need any summoning level or anything for it. So I think that might be a little bit overpowered, and I don't really support that. But the forage and scavenge don't really make any difference, so those are fine. And yeah, besides that, in terms of the graphics, I think they did a pretty good job on the emotes. Unfortunately, the Orb of Oculus doesn't show bloom effects, so especially for the blazehound here with the fire, it doesn't look quite as good as it should, but it's still pretty cool. And then one last thing before I end the video, I actually didn't get footage of the bloodpouncer, but it's sort of a vampire version of the skypouncer, and that sort of makes sense because of how the Icene sort of... it's not quite clear, again, if they actually became the vampires or what happened there, but there's something going on with that. So the skypouncer is Icene and bloodpouncer is vampire. So just a sort of little cool bit of lore with that, I guess. Hopefully they'll do more about that and explain it a bit better, but probably not. Although, I don't know, maybe they'll mention it in one of the future vampire quests. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Just thanks to Oli for modeling all of these for me. And yeah, thanks for watching.